Hey YouTube, thank you for joining. I'm Cameron Ponce, and today I will be going over my top 11 stocks for a Roth IRA, or an IRA or a 401k. I just think that a Roth IRA is the best, so that's the example that I used for the title. And these are just my ideal stocks. So like my ideal color is blue. I really like blue, so I'm not necessarily giving you financial advice. I'm just saying these are some stocks that I think are really good and will be in my Roth IRA. So it's made up of 5 sectors: the financial sector, transportation, entertainment, tech, and of course, food. So the first one on there is, and I do want to say it's not just, some of them are the basic stuff, but it's not just like the basic stuff, Netflix or Fang or whatever. So yeah, anyways, the first one on the list is PayPal. They process around 1/4 of the world's total transactions. And I personally use PayPal every day. I have a toy business and we use PayPal every day. It's a Shopify business. But yeah, PayPal gets used all the time and they get transaction fees. So I'm fully confident in them. The next one on the list is Tesla. Obviously, Tesla is a great company. I think Elon Musk is an amazing entrepreneur. Not only are they building self-driving and electric cars, which honestly could put them on the list just in itself, but they're also getting into the robotics and, the AI scenes. So I think they have a definite place in my top 11. The next one in transportation is Race, and that's Ferrari. And I'll put all the tickers or the stock symbols down in the description. So I might not say all of those. I'll just say the names of the company in the video. But anyway, so Ferrari, obviously, a luxury brand. They pretty consistently perform. The more money people make, the more they're going to be buying Ferraris. Ideally, population should increase. I know it's like not right now, it's 2025, but ideally it should increase over the long term, and so more people will be getting Ferraris, and price obviously will go up. So I like Ferrari. Onto entertainment, Disney. Obviously, Disney owns everything. They own Marvel, they own Star Wars, which are personally my favorite entertainment things. And so, yeah, I've always liked Disney. I liked it when I was a kid. I liked it as a teenager. And I like it now as an adult. So I think Disney's got a pretty good monopoly on the entertainment industry, and I don't think that will ever change. The next one in entertainment, it's Vail Resorts. So they own a lot of skiing related things. Basically any mountain that you can think of, like not any mountain, but most of the big mountains for skiing and snowboarding, they own. They kind of same respect as Disney. They kind of have a pretty big monopoly on the skiing world. And obviously there's a lot of money in skiing. It costs like $300 a day to go skiing. So I really believe in that, and I ski. So I really, I like it, I support it, and I like that they own most things. So the next sector is tech, and that's the biggest sector. First one is Nvidia. I invested in Nvidia a long time ago in high school. It was like $112, but it split a lot. So if you look at the chart now, that was back when it was like $5, and now it's like 120 again. So huge gains there. But unfortunately I sold it before then. I usually don't stick in things too long, and that's kind of why I'm making this video, for longer holds. So not necessarily all of these are like at the best place to buy. Some of them are at their all-time highs, but in a 20 or 30 year period, when I'm looking at retirement, I know that I have a strong feeling that these things will make a lot of money. But anyways, Nvidia, they make computer chips, and they're in AI too. Those computer chips are used to mine Bitcoin too. So they have like a pretty guaranteed demand in my eyes for the foreseeable future. The next thing is Apple. I have an iPhone. Everyone's got an iPhone, or a lot of people have an iPhone, got an iWatch. I believe in Apple. I think that will continue. The same thing with Google as Apple. Everybody uses Google. Yeah, I don't see another competitor coming up soon. And for both of those, Apple and Google, if another competitor does come on the scene, it won't happen overnight. Like, whoa, they just released their phone and outsold Apple. Like, a fat chance. It'll take some years to happen. So if that does happen, I can analyze it as it's happening and be like, all right, it's time to get out of Apple and Google and take those profits, and, you know, maybe invest in this new thing. But for now, Apple and Google, I think, have pretty solidified spots in the top 11 for me. The last one in tech is Meta. That's the parent company of Facebook. Obviously, they believe in the metaverse like a lot. They're investing tons of money in that. And I do as well. I think it'll be very beneficial. I think it'll be very cool to be able to, you know, go into VR and like see your friends. And once they, you know, get everything really going with graphics and everything in the worlds. And yeah, so I just think that'll be really cool. Facebook did well enough. It does well enough. So yeah, I think Meta deserves a spot. And then food. Coke, that's C-O-K-E, Coke. The Coca-Cola bottling company. So not actually Coca-Cola, but the bottling company. Because regardless of how Coca-Cola performs, they expect to perform a certain amount. And so they have to get those Cokes bottled. So even if they have a complete blowout year, the bottling company's still going to do, and I mean blowout as bad. So I guess that means good maybe, but yeah, but in this case I mean bad. If they just tank it for a year, the bottling company will still do well because they expected to do well even though they tanked. And if they do well, you know, then they'll have to do more orders. They'll have to, you know, increase order size or whatever, and then you're back in the same game. They expect it to increase a certain amount, and so they have to buy those bottles because they need to supply that demand. And even if they fall short of that demand, then the bottles are still selling. So Coca-Cola bottling, C-O-K-E, what a beautiful stock. And the last one on the list is Starbucks. They own, or they have a substantial amount of the world's coffee beans. And obviously, you know, everyone likes Starbucks anyways. It's good coffee. They got a good atmosphere. They got nice employees. So yeah, that's it. If the only thing I would add to this would be like Chick-fil-A. I think, you know, if they were, but they're not, they're private. But if they were publicly owned, I would be, woo, Chick-fil-A all the way. But anyways, yeah, that's my top 11 for a Roth IRA. I think in 30 years, you know, that's enough to make me or a hypothetical someone, not financial advice, a millionaire. Yeah, I think they'll do really well. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, check out my other videos. And follow me on X/Twitter. It's at Official Ponce, same as the YouTube handle here, just one word, P-O-N-C-E is how you spell Ponce. I post a lot of stuff related to financial stuff. Not, like I said, not advice. It's just I studied economics and I'm an entrepreneur, so I like to spend my time analyzing things and making money off things. So I share my journey along the way. Like I said, thank you for watching and have a good one.